Okay, still at the laundromat, filling up waters at the sink, with people intermittently needing to use the sink, in which case we politely step aside. Feel pretty blessed that we're somewhere that we're even being enabled to like do this, you know, and that the people are being cool about it. And I was telling them before that, well, you know, it's a laundromat. They use a lot of water one way or another. You know, what's a few more gallons to them, right?
Right, it helps us a lot.
My baby decided to get us a cart. Yeah. So much for being like, yeah, we're just hell with it.
Well, as long as it's cool, I'm cool.
I always think if I stand in a shadowy corner with sort of my shoulder to the world, then nobody will notice me.
Probably true. Well, not. How could they not notice you, sweetheart? I meant that if a person was going to hide, that'd be the way to do it.
Right. So.
Ignore everybody.
I'd like to think that perhaps I'm a noticeable person, but that if I wanted to apply my powers of disguise or camouflage, that I could.
But I doubt it. But you could try. Let's just put it this way. If we want to be invisible, we have to use the cloak, like
the invisible Harry Potter cloak?
Harry Potter, yeah. Or they use something like that once in Lord of the Rings. Remember that cloak?
Can you use the faucet for a second?
Oh, sure.
Thank you so much.
I'm trying to remember that. An invisible cloak in Lord of the Rings.
Well, they're on the side of the mountain, right in front of Mount Doom, and the soldiers are coming toward them.
Oh, I do remember that.
And they're like under a cloak that looks like the
And don't they walk along with the orcs for some way or something? Is that a different time?
Wizard of Oz, but I can't. Well, maybe they did that in
both.
I think both. I think Peter Jackson's ripped that one off of
Wizard of Oz, really?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, I know it happened in Wizard of Oz. So that part is very like Wizard of Oz anyway, you know? You know what I mean? Where they're outside the witch's castle and the guards are out there.
And what are they doing meanwhile? I mean,
they're hiding, and then they go and nab a couple of them, or maybe three, I can't remember. Oh, maybe four, I don't know.
The guards? They nab the guards?
Yeah, they tackle them.
Isn't that a little violent for the Wizard of Oz?
It's a very violent movie if you watch it. It's
gosh.
very kind of scary. Well, the flying monkeys, honey.
Oh, well, the flying monkeys are scary. I grant you that. I think even as a little kid,
kidnapped her and held her captive, and she's gonna kill her.
Right.
It's pretty scary. Then when the witch, well, spoiler alert, gets melted at the end, it's pretty awful and gruesome.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the Oz part, Dorothy lands a house on the Wicked Witch's East, I think it is.
That's kind of a violent opening.
Yeah, well, Wicked Witch's West is peeved about that. And she's out for...
Isn't that the... Oh, that's right. That's right.
And she wants the ruby slippers, but the ruby slippers went to her because...
Why did she want them? What was she going to do with the ruby slippers?
Because they can transport you places and stuff. They're made of rubies. They're cool, for one thing. They're awesome.
It's a greedy witch. She had all sorts of magical powers.
It was her sister's shoes.
Oh, Oh, that's right.
Because
Her wicked sister had the ruby slippers. What was she doing? How come wicked people have cool stuff like that, baby? I keep
they
asking
always
myself
do,
that.
honey. They always have something
Yeah.
cool, and they make sure you don't even get near it. You can't blame them in one sense, but they abuse it. That's the fun, And Dorothy didn't. All she wanted.
She just wanted to go home. Man. Oh gosh.
She wanted to go home.
Wow. Would you want to keep the slippers though, even if they would transport you home? Would you want to keep them after that?
Oh yeah.
I'd want to keep them, but I don't think she got to keep the slippers.
It didn't really show the fate of the slippers, so you assume they disappeared along with Oz. Everything about Oz, So.
Right. Which, what would you say? But then, of course, not everything disappeared because she looked around and her dear uncle and
Auntie
cousin or whoever
and her uncle
was actually there. Thank you.
But it's not just that. The farm hens were there, and they ended up being the scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion.
Oh, okay, that's who that was. Well, that's who I meant. That's because it's like she never really left Oz at all because her friends were all still there with her after she got back. I don't know.
Sure, but it was different.
Because you'd spend the rest of your days trying to convince these people that they're really a lion and a scarecrow, and they'd be having none of it. They'd be like, "Girl, what you been smoking?" Yeah. Did she say that in the movie? She said it wasn't a dream.
And she said, and you were there, and you. They were all there, in other words, except for Annie M. and the.
She didn't look at anybody and see the Wicked Witch, and you.
Well, that Wicked Witch was the lady from the beginning who came to her house and tried to take Toto.
Oh.
Honey, you don't remember the movie?
It's been quite a while. It's been a while since I've seen the old Wizard of Oz.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna unlock the door and let you carry some of the bottles the other way. Here you go.
Thanks.
And sorry, but
No, it's okay. Let's see on the other side. Okay, we'll be back.